Although there are no federal or statewide elections in 2023, people will still vote on local elections throughout central Georgia, including Houston County.
In November, Houston voters will decide whether to renew the county SPLOST. Rhea Bard checked in on what's happened since the county's last SPLOST, which started back in 2018.
The SPLOST is a special purpose local option sales tax plan. It's a 1% sales tax on all items sold in the county. Basically, a penny of every dollar you spend under the sales tax goes back to the county to pay for various projects. The goal of the 2018 SPLOST was to raise $145 million over 6 years to invest money back into the city through special projects. Let's take a look at what's happened since 81% of Houston County voters approved the SPLOST 5 years ago. When Houston County passed their last SPLOST in 2018, county leaders expected to raise around $145 million over 6 years. Voters approved a plan to split that money up among the county's 3 largest cities, Centerville, Perry, and Warner Robins. And the SPLOST question listed more than 40 items, specifically where the money would go. So what did Houston County voters get for their petty sales tax? Let's take a look at the 5 largest investments. The biggest expense, transportation. County leaders plan to spend around $38 million on roads, streets, and bridges. That money widened some major roads like Houston Lake, Thomas Mill, and Wilson Drive. It also paid for sidewalk construction in Perry and to improve some intersections.
Particularly your east-west connectors and your north-south connectors.
Tommy Stolniker was commission chairman when the last SPLOST was passed, and he says public safety has always been Houston County's #1 priority. That's what's next on the list, public safety, costing around $30 million. Most of it went to putting mobile data terminals in all city and county law enforcement vehicles. They also purchased the latest investigative equipment, and they spent more than $1 million to improve the E911 center, built a police training building, and on fire and rescue vehicles.
There's a constant need in all of our police departments and our sheriff's department and our fire departments across the board. They've got to refresh their equipment and vehicles consistently.
The county also spent around $30 million on recreation projects. That includes $18 million spent on the new Houston Sports Complex and the new $7 million swim center right across Freedom Field. The natatorium is near the end of construction, Dan Perdue says, who hopes it will open this year. $17 million went toward what the county called general capital obligations. That means toward new county vehicles, new technology, and replacing mechanical systems, lights, and roofs. Finally, nearly $14 million on public buildings. That included a $10 million courthouse addition, a new health department building, library improvements, and renovating the state court building. The expanded state court moved from the annex in Warner Robins to Perry near the jail. Stolniker says everybody benefits from the county, city, and voters working together.
We have got to continue looking to the future. It is absolutely imperative that Houston County be able to maintain the ability to have that SPLOST program, to be able to build these capital intense projects.
As far as the overall progress for the 2018 SPLOST and the ones prior, Perdue says whatever projects the county says it wants to complete, it will complete. That goes for all plans, from road improvements and building renovations to public safety and recreation centers. For a full breakdown of the 2018 SPLOST progress, head over to our website at 13wmaz.com. Back to y'all.
Now, if approved, this year's SPLOST will invest in a number of new projects, including some new ones like an art center and animal shelter.
Houston County voters actually started voting today. Early voting beginning. The actual election day is November 7th.